I got involved in medical cannabis because a lot of my patients have actually been using it in any case without a medical prescription or without medical guidance at all. In my work as an NHS pain consultant in London, I've come across multiple situations where patients have had lifelong debilitating chronic conditions, post-cancer pain, fibromyalgia, arthritic pains, and quite often conventional medicine can help to an extent, but very often, certainly in my experience, it fails patients. And having had that experience in chronic pain, I started to explore what some of my patients were doing that they weren't telling the doctors. And it became quite apparent when you'd sort of get to know them over a period of time that a lot of patients were turning to alcohol, other illicit drugs, but also cannabis as well. And what was really interesting was that the patients that had turned to cannabis actually did see some improvements in their pain scores, in their sleep, in their arthritis, in their ability to live and function on a day-to-day basis.
I was in a bad place. I was in a very dark place. I was addicted to pharmaceutical medication, wasn't working. I was in a very dark place. Just spent time in bed, never got up. I was in agony, I was in pain, and I just never let people see it. I was on quite a few pharmaceutical drugs for depression, anxiety, for muscles spasms, and from a personality disorder. And I always didn't like the fact that I was on pharmaceutical drugs, so it was tough. It was tough to get off them. I actually have a life now, so I'm starting to. I can see a future again. There's no more lying about in the house, hiding from people, scared to go out of the house. No, I'm not lying, rolling about my bed at night times in pain, sitting up 2, 3, 4 in the morning, can't sleep, walking the floors, wondering what's wrong with me.
I have a connective tissue disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which causes a number of problems, issues, multi-systemic issues, and I also have a spinal cord injury. I went from taking a concoction of medications every day to now just 1 ml of oil, THC oil at night, and then my flower, I would use it to vape in between for any other, so there's no side effects really. I sleep brilliantly because there's no opioids that are interrupting my sleep anymore. There's none of that. It's a win-win.
I think the proof really is in the pudding. There are lots of case studies, case examples of a patient of mine that I've treated that had debilitating chronic widespread pain all over her body, and not being able to function, not being able to leave the house because she was in so much pain. And she was quite a young mother. And after having a course of medicinal cannabis treatment, she was able to get a part-time job as in the cleaning industry, and start going for walks with her child around the park. And although to most normal people this would seem like minor activities, for her it was life-changing.